time for another quick update on my Fluval M90 reef aquarium. Quite a lot's been going on. Thought I'd just do this now while I'm driving about. I'm just about to go pick up one of my friends. We're going to go do some fishing. I'm really heavily into my carp fishing. I'm not sure if I've mentioned that before. So I need to get back now, get my gear in, go pick up the lads and get down there. But what I'll be doing on the way back from fishing, I'm going to be popping to a shop and buying some more stock, possibly some corals, but definitely a new fish, as one of my clownfish has actually perished. Not sure why, not sure what's been going on. Just came home one day and he was sort of flopping around on his, well, upside down really, on his side. Yeah, not looking too good, to be honest. So he's now gone. He lasted about 24 hours after we first noticed, but yeah, he's finally gone now. So he's been removed from the aquarium, so it leaves just one lone clownfish in there. And as you know, they like to be in a pair, sometimes groups. So I'm definitely going to have to get to a shop and buy another one. So I'll keep you up to date on that. Just wanted to put this together, just let you know what's been going on, since I've got a bit of time whilst I'm driving. And yeah, so that's it for that.
Right, as you can see, this is how he was acting. If anybody knows of any cause or the cause of this, that would be great. I read on a few forums it could be a swim bladder issue. As you can see, all of the fish are swimming around just fine. So yeah, this is kind of what I came home to. The last resort is what I'm doing in this video now. On the forum, people had recommended as a last resort to give them a freshwater dip. So all I did was keep him upright, made sure his gills was going and he was active. Obviously you can see his tail's moving there. And I just left him in fresh water for about 4 to 5 minutes. And then very shortly, or very quickly should I say, returned him back to the aquarium. But what I did, I decided to put him in sort of a quarantine. So I've added a net there, just so the other fish can't get to him. And then it was a case of just keeping an eye on him and seeing how he does. As you can see, still on his side, not doing great whatsoever. So we left him in there, dimmed the lights straight down, put him on the blues, and then just kept an eye on him. And later on that night, that fish eventually died. It was in net for, I don't know, maybe 3 hours, 4 hours after that, and obviously it became lifeless, stopped moving, so it was then removed from the aquarium. Didn't really want to leave one lone clownfish in there, so I did go out and shop for another fish, which we will see a little bit later on, but for now we'll jump straight in with a cleanup crew. Shrimp still in there. This is put on tremendous size, since it keeps shedding its skin. It's looking great now, putting loads and loads of size, really active day and night. Few people have asked me this, but yep, the crab is still in there, the emerald crab's still in there, mopping up sort of everything. We don't see him that often, but say he comes out here and there, and then you won't see him again for weeks at a time. It's pretty crazy. Snail's still in there. There's one of the Sarius snails there, just sort of rooting around the sand. I've just put a little bit of pellet in, so they've all erupted from the sand now and decided to go on a feeding spree. Over to the corals. As you can see, this is put on huge size as well. You can see the rock in the middle that's wedged in there. That's what it came on. It's now spread to the rock at the back as well. So yeah, pretty happy that the growth is very, very fast. I didn't think that had spread as quick as it has done. But yeah, that'll look great when it gets huge. I'm hoping it gets right to the top of the water, to be honest with you. It'll look really good. Add some sort of height to the aquarium and the skip. The hammer corals in there, still got 4. Still got the wall coral and the 3 sort of standard hammer corals that are on there that you've seen. The mushrooms there, they're now protruding out the rock and they've put on some size, which is good. So I quite like those. There's the small one. If you remember that, that was the size of, oh, it was absolutely tiny. It was like a pinprick, and that's put on a bit of size now. Nice orange coloration, that'll look great. There's the wall coral there, it's part of the hammer coral family as well. A little bit higher up, we've got the plate coral that's in there. That hasn't changed whatsoever. We sort of put that in just to see if the light, you know, if it could survive with the lighting, and so far so good. There's a toadstool coral, one of the very first ones I got in, as you'll remember. That's looking good. Hasn't put on any size. There's the trumpet corals there, lovely bright green. The very first Duncan that I got there, that's just one single head now. But again, looking good. Green star polyops, one of my favourites. Looking great, looking nice and green, which is always good. And this guy, Duncan coral, which has just got so many heads to even count and more growing. I think it's really, really happy, this part of the rock. It's putting on some really, really good size. Absolutely huge. And as you can see, we've kind of spoiled it already because you can see the new fish in there. But what we'll do is we will go through the fish right now, and I'll show you what the stock is currently at. So we've got the same stock as last time, as you can see, but there is a new addition in there. We've still got the wrasse in there, we've still got the chromis, we've still got the Banggai cardinals. But yeah, as you can see, there's a little black clown in there. I was considering getting another common clown, but I got an absolute deal on this guy, and they're getting on really well, which I'm happy about. Sort of asked the guy in the shop, you know, would they get on, would there be a risk? And obviously, you know, you can't give a definitive answer with fish because they'll do what they want, but yeah, they're getting on really well, as you can see, spend a lot of time together, so just add something different to the aquarium, that's all. Right, we'll head into the back, as we always do. This is a very, very thin layer of polishing pad. After speaking to somebody the other day in the comments, they removed theirs, but I've just put a thin one in there, so it acts kind of like a sock, as you'd have in a sump. So as you can see, same in the second chamber, nothing's changed. Still got the skimmer in there doing well, it's just been cleaned out, that's why it's empty. And the heater also in that chamber, the original heater that came with it. In this one we've just got GFO carbon and all the rock that was in there from the start. No more Cheeto as of yet. We'll see how it goes. I might add some, but at the moment it's not really needed. There's nothing to take out the aquarium. It's the last chamber and then returned straight back into the tank. So that's about it for the update really. Not a lot's changed, that's why it's not really much different to the last ones. Hopefully we'll be stocking some more corals soon and there'll be some better updates. So far it's just matured. There's just a lot of coralline algae now, and it's just getting better and better every day.